Hey family, I hope my camera is straight because it's giving crooked a little bit, but I think we're gonna do our best here because we're gonna do the best we can, and this is the best we can. I think that's good. Hopefully it is. But hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. It seems like forever forever since I have been in front of this camera, and yeah, I haven't spoken to you guys since last year. So here it is, February the 2nd, and I am just now coming back on here showing my face and saying Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. And I missed you guys, but I want to come over here and just talk to you guys about just where I've been, what's been going on, and all that good stuff. So I hope all of you all are well. Your girl been struggling a little bit. I mean, she's been struggling a lot actually. So many of you guys know that you know, I'm a woman of a certain age, so I have definitely been going through it in this season of life that I'm in right now. And honestly, I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like we'll talk about it. I feel like it's kind of taboo to talk about, you know, the change, menopause, whatever you want to call it. It just seems like nobody is really talking about it, and I don't really get it. I think that there's a stigma around it, and I'm like, listen, if you are blessed to see a certain age, because I think the overall age that a woman goes through menopause is between like 45 and 55. It really just depends. You know, that's just a range. It's not definite because I don't know that that number includes women who have an ablation or a hysterectomy. You know, that in itself can put you in menopause. However, at one point in time, I believe I read that 1/3 of the female population will be in menopause at any given time. Like right now, 1/3 of the world population of women are in menopause right now. And I want you guys to really think about that, and think about the fact that we don't really even talk about it the way that we should when it is affecting such a huge number of women at a time. Now, I know it affects everybody differently, just like when you have a cycle, it's gonna affect everybody differently. You know, so and man, y'all can just go ahead and log off right now, because I know this is not what you want to hear, although I feel like it can benefit some husbands out there. But man, this talk ain't for you guys, it's really for my ladies. And anyway, I have been having the toughest time, you guys. I think I initially talked to you guys about this earlier this year, like this summer. And I can honestly tell you guys that it has not gotten any better. In fact, it's gotten a bit more challenging, to the point where I have not wanted to pick up the camera. There are days I don't even want to get out of bed or talk to anyone, or, you know, socialize or anything like that. And that is not me. I think naturally I can be a bit introverted, but in a social situation, you know, I can be a total extrovert. It's really weird. But by nature, I'm kind of an introvert, and so however, I have never had to deal with what I feel is depression and feeling like just not motivated, you guys. Like, my energy level has been extremely low. I've never gone, like, you know, even around the holidays, I never really went past January 1st putting away Christmas decor and everything. But you guys, this year it took me a very long time, and I just couldn't shake it. I was like, why don't I have any energy? Like, climb out of bed, get ready for the day, and immediately want to climb back into bed has been a challenge for me. Anxiety has been a challenge for me. And I might be jumping ahead. I'm gonna try not to make it too chatty, but I think most of us know what menopause is. Basically, is when, you know, you stop having a menstrual cycle. And if you were like me, I was looking forward to that day. I was like, oh my gosh, bring on menopause. I'm tired of these cramps. I'm tired of this, that, and the third. I'm tired of not being able to wear what I want to wear when I want to wear. All of that, bring on menopause. So for my young family members, sis that's still in those 20s and 30s and, you know, all of that good stuff, I was like you when I was like, come on with it. And you guys, I never ever thought that menopause would be what it actually is. I never thought. No, I thought, hey, this is it. This is gonna be the life. I can wear what I want when I want to. I don't have to worry about no period, no tampons, no pads, no none of that. Like, we gonna celebrate is how I felt. And when I tell you, I would go back if I did not have to deal with a lot of these symptoms that I'm having right now. I would go back, and I will have a cycle any day. So let me just tell you guys, just briefly, some of the symptoms that I'm having. Okay, I talked about the fatigue. I talked about what I feel like has been bouts of depression. And y'all, I don't even want to say the word depression because, you know, I'm a child of God. I don't claim depression or anything like that. But I feel like there have been days where I felt low, where I felt very much so defeated. You know, I felt like I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to talk to anyone. Like I said, I just want to stay in bed and be quiet. And there were days when I felt like I couldn't even get out of bed if I wanted to. So I definitely felt like I've dealt with some depression, brain fog. And when I talk about brain fog, I don't mean, oh, I just walked to the room and just forgot what I was saying. Well, see, I didn't even mean to even say that. I walked into the room and I forget what I was looking for. But you guys, I'm talking deep brain fog. I'm talking about, what was I just saying? What was the point I'm trying to make? Like, I felt like my thoughts are like cotton almost. Like, it's very confusing. Dizziness, joint pain, like really bad joint pain. And the one thing that I did not know was associated with menopause is anxiety. And when I say anxiety, y'all, I mean anxiety about everything, you name it. I could be in the grocery store and feel like I'm having an anxiety attack all of a sudden. I could be watching the news. I could be, which I try not to even watch the news anymore because it's nothing but bad news. I could be watching a movie. My heart starts racing palpitations, sweating, and that is a whole nother thing. The hot flashes, the night sweats, and the insomnia, trash. When I tell you, I can be exhausted and not be getting sleep. The hot flashes, the night sweats, where I have to get up, change clothes. I have to have a fan. I have to have all of that. Like, when my mom used to sweat, I used to be like, Mom, it's not even hot. It's not even hot. Why are you sweating? Boy, do I get it now. It's just bad. And the anxiety has been the absolute worst. We, as parents, we worry about our children anyway. But y'all, the anxiety that I feel around the children now is just... I can't even explain it to you guys, and it's been very, very difficult. Mood swings, yes, I would say so. I'm just a chill person. I feel like I'm a chill person, and I feel like I'm pretty much 80% of the time I'm a chilled person. But yes, there have been some times where I felt like, why am I angry? Why am I sad? This is something small, blah, 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 blah. And it's all associated with menopause. And like, day after day after day, I don't recognize myself. I don't feel like myself. I feel like someone has kind of taken over my body, and it's like, when am I going to get my body back? When am I going to get my life back? When am I ever going to feel like myself again? And that's why I have not picked up the camera. Like, filming, you guys, like, when I tell y'all, filming has been the last thing on my mind. I am just day to day trying to get up, get dressed, pull myself together to just make it through a work day. Pull myself together to just conjure up enough strength to go downstairs and make a meal for myself and for my family. Pull myself together to go and pick up groceries. Now, you guys know I'm one who does not shy away from shopping. It's like my thing. I have not shopped. I have not wanted to shop. I have not wanted to go out into any stores. Nothing. I just don't recognize who I am. I don't, and I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. I don't recognize myself. Most days I don't feel like myself, and it's tough. It's really, really, really tough. Some days all I can do is pray my way through it, because I feel like I'm not gonna make it. I can't continue to go on like this. And I know that that's the devil. I know is the lack of estrogen that I have going on right now. So I don't know if many of you know, but when you go through menopause, your body basically stops producing estrogen, which is the reason why you no longer have a cycle, which you no longer can, have children. Like, it's an all-consuming fire, honey. And that's probably not the best term, because that's a biblical term, but it's all very overwhelming. And so estrogen affects every single aspect of our body. Everything. It's not just your reproductive organs. It is everything. Lack of estrogen affects your mind, affects your weight, affects, everything. Mind, body, and soul. I'm telling you, it's like... And I say soul because I really feel that way. It affects everything. And so when you are lacking in that area, when you don't have the estrogen that your body is used to producing, it it wreaks havoc on your body and on your mind and on your emotions and on your joints, on your sleep, everything. And so that's where I've been. That's where I've been, to kind of give you guys a whole, you know, as quick of a synopsis as I can give you. I didn't even go over how it has affected, you know, my skin. I mean, everything that you can name and everything that you can think of. Now, I thank my mama, Jean Carroll. I thank her for just, you know, good genes and good skin. My mom and my daddy, you know, they gave me they gave me good genes when it comes to the skin. And so I'm so grateful for that. But y'all, I just been having a hard time, you guys, and I just wonder why we have to suffer in silence and why we don't share about this, because mama never told me there'd be days like this. You know, she never told me that, you know, I would experience the things that I've experienced, and that, you know, every relationship can be affected by a woman going through menopause, and we don't talk about it, and we should. I have just decided that I'm just not going to be silent about it. It's not anything that why would I be ashamed of it? Once again, if you are a woman and you are blessed to see, you know, that 45 to 55, and honestly, ladies, you can be in perimenopause 7 to 9 years before you go into menopause. So, sis, at 35, at 40, you know, those early 40 years, you could very much so be in perimenopause. So it's not just you hit 45 and then it all hits you. No, we all get it at different aspects. So if you felt like, you know, at 35, at 40, I just don't feel right, I don't feel like myself, something's going on, I can't put my finger on it, then you, sis, can be in perimenopause. It is very much so possible. Now, perimenopause is basically when your cycle may start getting a little irregular. You know, you may go months, 3 months, 4 months, and not have a cycle, and then you get one. Or you may have one month and turn around and have a second one in the same month. Oh joy. Who wants that? But it is just basically when your cycle gets very irregular. Either you have it 2 a month, either you have it 1 every 6 months. That is the starting stages of perimenopause. Now, when will you know that you're out of perimenopause and you are in menopause? That's when you go 1 solid year without a period. If you go 12 months, 1 solid year, and you have not had a cycle, you are officially in menopause. Now, I'll tell you guys, I went 10 months. 10 months. And then here come my flow. I was like, sis, what you doing here? What you doing here? We 2 months from menopause. What are you doing here? 10 months. And she came, and guess what my doctor told me? The clock starts all over again. You are still in perimenopause. And back then I was like, oh, I was so annoyed by it. But if I knew then what I know now, oh, I would have stretched perimenopause out as long as I possibly could, because it's been hell for me, y'all, and that's the honest truth. And so now I am talking to my doctor. I am seriously, in fact, 9 times out of 10, I will be starting HRT. And some of you may be thinking, what in the world is that? That is hormone replacement therapy. And I see my doctor at the end of this month, and I cannot wait to discuss it with her. There's a lot of myths out there about hormone replacement therapy. So if you're like me and you haven't been feeling like yourself and you don't know what the heck is going on, or you have had some severe symptoms from menopause like myself, and you are feeling like this is it for you, this is how you're going to live out the rest of your days or whatever. No, sis. You don't have to live out the rest of your days that way. I've been doing a lot of research on hormone replacement therapy. There's a lot of misconceptions saying that it causes cancer and this, that, and the third. No, I just invite you to do your research. Unless you come from a strong family history of cancer, then there is really no proven risk of cancer if you do HRT and if you do it the right way. Okay. So that I've learned on my own. I've also learned that there's a ton of gynecologists who have absolutely positively no idea how to treat us, who do not know how to treat women of a certain age who are in this part of their life right now, who's going through the change. They have no idea how to treat us. And I'm not blaming them. I'm not saying that they're bad doctors. I'm saying that OBGYNs, the majority of their training is to be trained on how to care for a pregnant woman, make sure that pregnant woman has as healthy a pregnancy as she can, and deliver a healthy baby. That is 80%, if not more, of the training that they receive as an OBGYN. But what about us? What about when a woman is no longer in her childbearing years? Is her life less? Is her life less? Why isn't it that there's not more training, there's not more education around menopause? Because listen to me, if a man had to go through menopause, honey, and he could not produce any more children, baby, the world would stop. And I just feel like it wouldn't be treated the same way as it is with us. So I say all that to say, don't blame your doctor, but advocate for yourself. When I sit down with my doctor at the end of this month, I will have a long list of things, research, clinicals, different things like that, to prove to her I am not going crazy. It's not in my mind. This is real and this is serious. And I am going to advocate for myself for HRT because I feel like hormone replacement therapy will give me my life back. And I'm honest. And I mean give me my life back. So many women have gotten success with hormone replacement therapy. So if you're wondering why you're so snappy and so mean and your emotions are up and down, you know, you are crying at the drop of a hat, you know, fatigue, joint pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, you can't lift your arms up. So listen to me, I have read about all of this and I'm telling you, it is not in your head. I look different. I smell different. I'm not saying I smell different. I'm just saying, like, you may be thinking to yourself, what's going on with my skin and my hair and my nails? Why do they look so different? Why do I feel so different? Why do I smell different? I have heard women say they smell different. And all them Lumi commercials and stuff that you seeing all of a sudden is not by chance. Like, these women are like, I don't smell the same. I don't, you know, incontinence. I'm gonna spare y'all on some of these details, but when I tell y'all, I have to run to get to the bathroom, or it's gonna be a cleanup on aisle 3. I mean, run. The incontinence is for real, okay? It is. So when you have to deal with that, and not only the incontinence, but the frequency of going to the bathroom. How many of y'all getting up 3-4 times in the middle of the night to go pee? No, I don't have to get up 3 or 4 times a night. Now I have, like, twice maybe, but really I only get up one time in the middle of the night. But my girlfriends, friends of mine, was saying, girl, why am I peeing so much? I keep having to pee, I keep having to pee, I keep having to pee. I gotta run to the bathroom. I gotta run. None of that is in your head. None of it is. And again, ladies, we have to start talking about it. Too many are suffering in silence. Too many are being put on antidepressants to treat something that antidepressants is not the answer. It's not the answer, not for menopause. Now, if you are depressed and you talk to your physician about antidepressants, that's between you and your doctor, okay? But to treat menopause, they just want to throw antidepressants our way, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So we have to get serious about our health. You know, we are midlife. God willing, I'm going to be able to see many, 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 many more years of life. And I want to live it the best I possibly can. I deserve it. I deserve it. I owe it to myself. I owe it to my husband. I owe it to my family to give them the very best version of myself. But more than that, I owe it to myself to give me the best version of me that I can. So I hope that helps you guys. That's where I'm at. I don't know how my YouTube life is gonna look. You know, I don't know. Do I want to give up YouTube? No, I don't. But I just feel like right now I want to show up for you guys as authentic as I can, but I don't want to be discouraged or down while I'm doing it, you know. So I have to kind of play that by ear, but I wanted to let you guys know, you know, where I've been. And even with that, you guys, let me show you some things that have been helping me is to journal. And to really, you know, make time in the morning to meditate, you know, just taking 10, 15 minutes just to be quiet, just to listen to God. You know, if I have something that I need to talk to him about, praying to him, I do that. And it's really helped me to kind of start my day off on the right foot. Now, does it always end that way? No, it doesn't. But you know, I try to get it off to the best start and just trying to pray throughout. There are some days that I have to pray around the clock just to make it, just to feel like I can make it through. And God is good. He's helped me to make it. And I'm just gonna, you know, keep pushing you guys and keep advocating. But I did get this book right here that has really been helping me. It is The Bible in 52 Weeks, a year-long Bible study for women. I got this, you guys, and I have really been enjoying this book. I really have. It basically is what it says. It's the Bible in 52 weeks. And every single week you have a different book or books in the Bible that you read through. And it's very practical. It's a workbook. You can write in it. You can put your thoughts in it. And it has really, really, really been extremely helpful to me. And yeah, and I have just been loving it. And then I also created a prayer board. If you guys are not, if you don't know what a prayer board is, it's like a vision board, but it's broken up into prayers. And you know, it's just been so refreshing to sit down and like write out little prayers that I have for my husband, for my children, for my mom, my dad, you know, my siblings. And just, you know, it's just been really good when somebody says, you know, hey, so-and-so's having a hard time. Can you pray for them? You know, and just to be able to jot it down and put it on my prayer board. So I have absolutely loved doing that. And just, you know, it's just easier when you have someone else you can focus on and not focus on yourself, you know. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me, you guys. And speaking of prayers, if you guys could just please remember me when you pray. Yeah, if you could just pray for me to just get my doctor on board with HRT, and that, you know, I can get on it, I can get the right dosage, because that's another thing I didn't mention. Everybody's a little different, so you may need a smaller dose than what I may need, or might need less than the next person, but you really need a doctor who's going to work with you to get you the right dosage and get you the help that you need. So if you guys can pray for that for me. And yeah, and let's talk about it in the comments. If you are a woman of a certain age, and for those of you who don't know, I'm 52 years young, okay? I go to the gym 3 times a week, you guys, and I feel great. I feel like I am at a great weight right now, because sadly a lot of ladies who are in menopause are experiencing tons of weight gain, and, you know, just problems with their gut health, and God has been so gracious to me in that area. But, you know, even if you're experiencing that and like, where are these pounds coming from, and why is my midsection growing so much, what is going on? It's all a part of it, sis. It's all a part of it. Those stubborn pounds that you can't let go of, is very much so that. So when people be saying to you, all that can't be menopause, girl, what do you think that's? Baby, I got the receipts, okay? I have the receipts. Look it up, do your research, and be knowledgeable about it. So let's talk about it in the comments, okay? If you are experiencing this, if you're going through menopause, perimenopause, or you're postmenopausal, let's open up a dialogue about it. Let me support you, and we can support each other throughout this change of life. And even those who have not gone through it yet, I'm really trying to pave the way for you guys, so that when your time comes and we pass the baton to you, that a lot of these struggles you won't have to go through the way that we have had to go through it. Because I really, really wish somebody would have paved the way for us and spoke up for us and advocated for us, and we would be a little further along than what we are right now, y'all. It's a mess out here, baby. It's ghetto. Do you hear me? It's ghetto in these menopause streets, honey, because the male doctors look at you like you crazy, and the female doctors just sit here and say, they don't have a clue, unless they are a menopausal woman themselves and they know that what you're feeling is valid. So I love y'all. I do. I'm sorry this was so chatty, but I felt like I needed to say something, okay? And yeah, I guess I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that will be. And in the meantime, you guys be blessed. Bye.